are changing to make our lives easier, and it's good. But football is so hard. It's so hard. We got to go get in line and fight all those crazy people and hope that they have the right movie. And then you know what? You might get that DVD that's scratched. Imagine that. You might get another curveball thrown at you. You might think, I did everything the right way. I did all the work. And it still doesn't work out. Oh well. It's okay. Next time, you'll just do better. You'll get there earlier and you'll have your pick. Okay? Anything in life that is worth it is hard. Was that Wednesday night in Sturbridge worth it? Seriously? Did you want to get back on the field the next day after that? Yeah. Okay? So, the beauty of football is, guys, the reward is pretty sweet. The reward is pretty sweet. Beating Tantasco by 1 point. They were a really good football team. They had a great year. The reward was worth it. But it's hard. It's so hard. And I can't guarantee anything. There are no guarantees. We had some of our best players get injured this year. It's so unfortunate. I feel so bad for them. And we had guys whose seasons didn't work out as well as they would have liked. I feel bad for them. I really, truly do. But this gets to my second point. I think the kids started to buy into this. We talked about this the week leading up to Tantasco. This group of men here, they deserved to beat Tantasco. They deserved it. With all the work they put in, with all the effort they put in, with all the years, some of them in the weight room, years playing youth football, years being good students, years coming to practice, they deserved to beat Tantasco. You know what deserve gets you? Nothing. Jalen Hurts deserves to be the quarterback of Alabama. And I know every coach in America is going to use this story for the next 20 years. You don't think Jalen Hurts deserves to be the quarterback of Alabama? He played, that's my point. He played quarterback for them for 2 years, lost 2 games. They won 1 national championship, lost in the playoffs in the other one. You don't think he deserves to be the quarterback of Alabama? You think it was easy for him when Coach Saban said, no. Halftime of the national championship. Yeah, no, we're playing this other kid. How do you think he felt? Did he deserve anything? No. He deserved it, but you got to earn it every day. Football is beautiful. Football is like the such ultimate last meritocracy we have. Everything is based on merit. I'm going to tell you guys a secret and pretend your parents aren't here. I don't sit home at night thinking, I like Ben Carpenter, so I'm going to give him the ball. I actually think the opposite. I'm joking. But no, seriously, I don't sit at home and say, you know, Rod, I'm going to run the double wing because I'm just this thick-skulled idiot who thinks this is the only thing I know about football. No, I believe it's the best offense. Now, is it? You can have your arguments, and that's fine. Should Ben have gotten the ball 20 whatever times on Thanksgiving? You can have your arguments, right? But it's me, I'm in the position to make that choice. And if I'm right or if I'm wrong, that comes down on me. And I'm willing to accept that, okay? But just know that when we, as coaches, sit around, we have one goal, and that's to try to win a football game. And so, Nick Saban, at halftime, did deep down he care about Jalen Hurts' feelings? I bet he did. How hard do you think it was for him to say, you know what, this kid who's given so much to this program, has done so much for the team, I'm going to bench him in the second quarter of a national championship game, national television, 100,000 people in the stadium. Right? But he did what he thought was best to win. And you know what? If Tua went in and sucked and they lost, you think Nick Saban would have looked good in the papers the next morning? No. But he made the decision he could. Best decision he could to win. Right? So football is such a meritocracy. When you're lined up on the field against the other guy, doesn't matter anything about you. Doesn't matter what you've done in the past. Doesn't matter what you're going to do in the future. You have that one play. And you do it 50, 60, 70, 80 times a game. And whoever does it better, whoever has better merit, they win. The other guy loses. right? We could have spent hours and hours and hours in the weight room every single day. The guy in front of you whoops your butt that day. Oh well. And we got our butt whooped pretty good a few times this year, didn't we? Yeah? Think Leominster's really 40 points better than us?
No.
You think Grafton's 30 points better than us? No. But what it is on that day, they earned it. They took it. Right? So that's the second point here, is that every day, guys, I want you, we talked about it late in the year, every day I want you to approach it that every day is a clean slate. Clean slate. What you've done in the past, honestly, really doesn't mean much. What you're going to do in the future, honestly doesn't mean much. You have today. Coach Ides' mentor, the great Mr. Pear, who very sadly we lost not too long ago. You only get this day once, right? Make something of it. So, football, you can analogize to that, where football, every day you have to prove yourself. Every day. If you're not the best back that day, put the next guy in. Right? If Ben didn't run hard on Thanksgiving, we would have gave it to Gabe or Cooper or Evan or whomever. Right? So, every day you have to earn it. There are no sacred cows. There are no sacred cows in football. Tom Brady, if there's ever anybody who could be a sacred cow, it's Tom Brady. He has to earn it every single day. Okay? So those are my two main points. And I went a lot longer than I wanted to, but I want to wrap it up again by saying that really what a great group, especially this group of seniors. Really, you know, they weren't big in numbers, but really a group that we're going to look fondly on for a number of years. Just like we look fondly on all the other guys we've had. Because you know what? They wanted to work and they wanted to leave a really good lasting legacy for this program. And they did a really, really nice job. And I would just like everybody to just give them a round of applause because they really did. Okay, and now for my favorite award of the night, Coach Ide with the JV Heisman. Yeah!
So I get to talk about the future. I get to talk a little bit about the future. Very, very, very proud of the sophomore class. What a jump they made from the beginning of the year to the end of the year, not just as football players, but as young men. And it's a big jump to go from freshman football up to practicing with us every day, and the hours that we put in and what we ask of them is a lot. Our JV team was pretty unique. We have an enormous junior class, and so it was necessary, in order for all these juniors to play every week, it was necessary for a lot of juniors who are really good football players to play in those JV games. And that can be tough. That can be tough. I am so proud of the collective group, both the sophomores that had a lot of learning and a lot of improvement, and they did that, and the juniors who had to understand that their role and their place on this football team sometimes meant they had to play in those Saturday morning and Monday afternoon games. Those juniors, so many of them, made the progress through the year to end up playing on Friday nights, to end up being really important players in the varsity games as well as the JV games. So I'm really excited about the future of this program, and a lot of it has to do with the progress that was made on the JV team. And it was nice because early in the year we didn't have the numbers in the win-loss column to reflect the effort and the energy that was going into that group. So the coaches were very proud of the way that group ended the season. Three straight wins, including a dominant performance over Tantasco. So dominant that they asked to run the clock. Before the game even started, Tantasco wanted no part of this group. They asked for a running clock, which is ridiculous. So, very difficult to find one player on the JV team to give this to. But as the coaches talked and went round and round, there was one sophomore player who just really stood out as somebody who came to work every single day with one thing on his mind, and that was to get better. And he just kept working every day to get better. This player made tons of mistakes, never got razzled, never got down on himself, just kept working, just kept fighting, and very proud to give the JV Heisman to Tyler Garrett.
It's going to Twitter.
Okay, this next part, honestly, of all the things that we've accomplished as a program, this year we actually accomplished the first, Coach Iron, and I was stunned in a good way. So I don't know if you saw Mr. Kelly or Mr. Burke's emails, or maybe it was on Twitter, but for the first time in program history, both the JV varsity team has won, and the freshman team individually qualified for the MIAA Silver Medal of Academic Excellence. There were a lot of anchors. There were a few anchors on that. There were a few anchors on that list, which kind of made it even more impressive that we were able to qualify for that. So that means we had a GPA of a B average GPA as a team. So Johnny Mack, Drew, thank you. Dave, yep. So anyway, maybe it was adding Brock Doobie to the team. Yeah. So I do have certificates for that. If you're interested, you can come to my classroom. We're not going to hand them out today, it's just too much time. But if you want it, every single player gets one. It's from the MIA, says congratulations, silver, whatever. I don't know the exact terminology, I probably should have wrote it down. But it equates to about a B average.